The election of 1800 was a divisive election with no clear winner. The Federalist candidate John Adams and the Democratic Republican candidate Thomas Jefferson had differing ideas about the size of the government, economic policies, international alliances, and who should rule the country. These issues separated the two candidates, their political parties, and the young United States. The first major issue of the election of 1800 was the issue over the size of the government. The Federalists and incumbent candidate John Adams supported a strong federal government. The federal government had increased its power while he was vice president under George Washington and during Adams's first term as president. Sitting vice president and Democratic Republican candidate Thomas Jefferson opposed strong government. He believed that strong governments were tyrannical and denied people their rights. His major objections came from the increased Army and Navy, economic actions, and the Alien and Sedition Acts that were passed under the Washington and Adams administrations. The creation of a national bank and the use of tariffs or duties on imports were the economic issues that divided the Federalists and Democratic Republicans. The Federalists supported the customs duties and national bank because they tended to favor a larger government. The Democratic Republicans opposed the customs duties and national bank because they felt that these were an expansion of federal government not granted by the Constitution. They believed that a large federal government would become tyrannical and deny rights to the citizens. The third major issue of the election was over who should rule in the United States. The Federalists worried about the excesses of democracy and tended to be made up of wealthy elites. The Democratic Republicans were weary of a wealthy elite class of rulers, similar to Great Britain or the monarchy in France. Both parties and candidates tried to portray their opponents as elitists or as sympathetic to the common people in France during the French Revolution. The last major issue was over the allies of the United States. The Democratic Republicans supported alliance with France. Thomas Jefferson, their candidate, had close ties to France. These ties helped to draw the French in on the side of the colonists during the Revolutionary War. The Federalists believed that the United States should be closer to Great Britain. Great Britain was a major economic and political power in the world, and the Federalists believed it would help the United States with trade and diplomacy, or foreign relations. They were fearful of a French Revolution-style rebellion occurring in the United States. The French Revolution was a revolt by the commoners in France against the monarchy and elites within France. This was a brutal revolution that saw a great deal of bloodshed. Many of the Federalists were wealthy elites and would have been targeted as the monarchy and elites in France were targeted.